I think you look nice on that one.
Okay.
So guys, welcome to the finals of the desRow Weekly Legacy Weekly number 2. And the top left from Korea, we have Miso. You want to do Kelazhur, or do you want me to do
like
like?
set some shit up and warm up some food.
Okay, you can do that. You'll be back. It's
You're
fine.
probably on your own for the most part of this game.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. And the bottom, okay, and the bottom right from Brazil, we have Kelazhur. And so, even though Mo was AFK now, it'll be really nice to have a Terran perspective on this matchup. It's really nice of Mo to be joining me, even though he has to go get some food, and you know it's pretty late. He wants to eat before he has to sleep. It's totally understandable. But yeah, Mo is just a really nice guy. Streams a lot. If you like memes, if you like jokes, he's definitely good at those. Oh, double gas opening by Kelazhur. So that, I guess it's like the Legacy of the Void version of gas first, I guess. Who is desRow? Yeah, okay. So many trolls in the chat, but it's okay. We'll just roll with the punches. That's going to be a lot of gas for Kelazhur. Actually, it's not that much gas for now. Miso is ahead in terms of gas because he grabbed that first gas pretty early on. It's actually, it's sort of an identical build. There's just two different ways to get to it. It's racks first before barracks, or it's barrack first and then double gas really right away. The difference is the speed of the Marine. The Marine gets quicker for Kelazhur. So that's a very nice... It's a very nice difference. And we're going to have a Reaper coming out of Miso versus a Reactor and more Marines. Or no, that's a Tech Lab, my bad. So we're going to have Cyclone opening from Kelazhur then. And an Alien. So Miso's playing a little bit more Heart of the Swarm. Or maybe just maybe his opening is just save versus everything. Keep in mind, guys, there's still a raffle going on in chat. All you have to do is join the chat and type anything to be entered into the raffle. Right now, there's 87 people in the chat eligible for the raffle, but as soon as the game ends, I'll be giving away a Steam game to someone in the chat, so make sure to stick around until the game ends. And the Reaper tries to come up, doesn't even fire back at the Marines, loses half the HP. The Marine followed the Reaper and the Alien, so we're gonna have a little bit of aggressive poking here. If the Cyclone targets a Marine, like you know, it's a waste. He easily could have killed a Alien or the Reaper, but he gets the less expensive unit for Miso to lose, and that was the Marine right there. So Banshee with Cloak from each side. Just very, very. It's I think one of my first time watching TVT in this expansion. So I would love to see a wrestling match between desRow and Targa. Targa can actually deadlift, I think, like 500 pounds. So Targa, if like he could get a good grip around me, could deadlift me like very easily. I'm not saying that I'm at 500, but you know, I'm below that, and he could totally lift me. It's just Targa's a monster, man. I don't want to wrestle with him. I want to die. Will the Banshee be spotted by me? So yes, the Banshee will be spotted, and actually Kelazhur is going to fight back. Gets one of the Reaper. Really nice pickup there. Another Alien almost bites the dust, or I guess another unit almost bites the dust, which was the Alien. Widowmine Viking for Miso. Miso's ready. Miso's ready for the Banshee. The Banshee taking a little bit of time before getting there, and the Banshee of Miso is going to be scouting. Oh, the Cyclone could shut it down, but doesn't seize it at the last second. It's going to come into the main.
Mayday! Mayday!
Now that it's cloaked, it cannot lock on, but once it's locked on, even if it gets out of the... No, okay. I take that back. I thought if it ran out of the scan range and the lock on, it would stay visible, but I was wrong. On the other side of the map, the Banshee stayed alive. So both Banshees are staying alive for now. No, never mind. The Raven helped the Cyclone kill the Banshee. Or maybe it was one of the Marines.
Alright, I'm back.
Hey, what's up?
I got some food there. I'm not sure if I should be commentating. It's up to you, I guess.
Well, if you have like something like really like knowledgeable to say, I guess you can get in and say something.
I just want to say, like, you and Huck were totally wrong about that scan range thing.
Yeah, I know. Well, I think it's more me to blame than him. I watched one of his game and it looked like the DT ran out of the scan range and was still visible, but I was wrong. Well, will you ever forgive me? Oh, one of mine gets picked up. I'll take that as a no. It's okay.
I just want to say, like, I think both of these players shouldn't be building cloak bunches like you used to in Heart of the Swarm. I think because you can build like one cyclone and it should completely shut down the Banshee. I think there's no reason to build Banshees anymore.
Well, okay, that's interesting. Kelazhur did open with a Cyclone, but was not able to shut down the Banshee that easily. Miso being very careful with it. We have Miso going for a third command center, but Kelazhur's not. Kelazhur's going for mech, so he's gonna. This shit's gonna be more expensive to produce than Miso. So, is that always the case? Like the mech player always gets like a later third, or yeah.
Well, not like by the time you put it down, but by the time you land, it's always later for the mech player, I think.
Okay.
It's pretty normal.
Okay. So we have Miso adding more barracks, more supply depots, just mixing in Marauders. I think at this point he realizes that he might be facing mech, otherwise you just want Marine and tank, not too many Marauders. But yeah, with all the aliens that he's seen from Kelazhur, he has to know it's mech. Oh, some of the aliens get roasted by Miso. Miso gets caught off guard there. The Lonely Reaper that survived the early game is gonna try to spot the third.
SCV ready.
I'm gonna switch the music. I don't like this song. Brutal War music, elitist for the win. The Reaper is gonna get inside the main and gonna confirm how many factories. We see 2 factories for now, and the third command center is nowhere to be found. Could we see like pulling the boys here?
I thought that.
What?
I don't think you really pulled the boys in Terra vs Terran.
Okay.
Because yeah, they just, like, you mean the bio player should pull the boys?
No, I mean the mech player is gonna pull the boys because Kelazhur doesn't have a third.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess maybe, like, if it goes for an all-in, but then again, he's building an armory, so. Oh, it's for transforming to Hellbats. Yeah, I think you're right that he's gonna do a 2-base all-in and pull some messages.
That's is that something you would see in Heart of the Swarm?
Well, that you could do timings like that a long time ago. You used to see that like last summer.
Okay.
But it kind of faded out doing timings like that.
I don't think Miso realizes that there's no third. He's killing down the rocks. He's gonna try to poke up the third and realize that there's nothing going on. All the aliens are being transformed into Hellbats. Or yeah, all of them. With the Minivacs, he's gonna be able to heal everything. Realize that there's no third now. So does he panic? Does he put up bunkers? What does he actually do? But Kelazhur's not in a rush from the looks of it. He's just turtling up, means mining out. No care in the world.
A fun part is that he builds an engineering bay. I think he's just still in the mentality that he needs eBay to build turrets, even though he built turrets earlier this game without eBay.
Oh yeah.
Unless he wants to build sensor tower while doing a 2-base all-in.
Well, we'll see what he wants to do. Maybe he's gonna lift the main, then grab a third with that. He's building a second armory. His playstyle right now, Kelazhur is confusing us. But will it work? I mean, he's ginger and he's Brazilian, so he's got everything going for him. Chasing the bio, unloading onto the bio. That was actually very nice. The supply, he's 3 army supply ahead right now. I don't know, man. All the Vikings are gonna join the battle. There's not that many Marines on the right side to protect the Vikings. Oh, and he's gonna siege into the main. Welcome to Legacy, my friend.
Yeah. But he needs to hurry picking up the rest, maybe.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess Kelazhur is gonna... He's gonna... Oh, is that actually good? There's some PDDs, but they get emptied right away. Some Seeker missiles as well. The army supply now is in Miso's advantage. Of course, he's had the third for so long. Had so many more workers to work with. Kelazhur has nothing left on the ground, man. Now he's adding a third command center. I think Kelazhur's a little confused about what he actually wanted to do.
Yeah, me too. But he was like, maybe he could have gotten something to work if he actually elevated all of the units before Miso attacked.
Yeah.
But still, it doesn't really make sense to go to base like that and then, you know, be putting down so many armories and so many factories. As you can see, like, you run out of economy very quickly in Legacy Void. So he's not gonna be able to produce from all of these 5 factories.
Yeah. Well, I guess he was really hoping. I think what he did is he tunnel vision on the Vikings. He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill all the Medivacs," and he's like, "Oh wait, I forgot to elevate half my army. What's going on?" And then he just the tanks were very exposed. He only had like 2 or 3 of them up in the main, so that was just really tough position to keep for him. The main's mined out. So I guess he's gonna grab like a third and a fourth at the same time. He's down 20 workers, but he's only down 30 supply of 30 army supply. So, do you think there's a chance? I mean, it's 9 tanks.
Now they could come back if Miso like
Derps.
move commands into him.
All right, guys. Mo doesn't sell dreams. He sells you
No, but
real estate.
like he's the mech player. He could come back if he turtles up on 4 bases and gets to a very high supply. But I'm very afraid that Miso is just gonna pick up his army and drop the main at the same time, attack the 4th base when he reaches like 2 upgrades, 200 supply.
Yeah. That makes sense. You know what I would have liked to see? The 3rd base. Oh no, he's gonna make it a planetary. Okay, that makes sense. So I was gonna say, like, if it's not a planetary, it's gonna be so hard for it to survive. But this push here, this almost 200 supply push by Miso, sees that there's nothing sieged at the 3rd, sends a few bio forward. There's a flank of bio onto the tanks in the middle. So many explosions, but is it enough? The PDT is unloaded, but it disappears. GG. Miso takes game 1. Just a really good player. I mean, like,